when training camp comes around, you kind of glad you're not on a team. Well, come playoff time, you wish you were on a team. So yeah, I mean, fond memories. A lot of football. I played 20 years in the National Football League, 4 years in college, and of course high school. So the smell of the grass, the heat, the humidity, all that stuff just brings back great memories.
Aaron Rodgers, someone we always talk about. He's 41. You were 41 your last season. He's on another team. You were on another team your last season. What do you expect from Aaron at Pittsburgh? And is it the right fit?
Well, I think time will tell. I think it's a good football team, no question. I don't know a lot about them. I haven't watched them a lot, but they're well coached. They got tremendous history, and and I've said this probably our last few times in regards to in an interview talking about Aaron Rodgers. He can still play. There's no question. Will he play up to the potential that they hope? Time will tell. Injuries always are an issue. If he can stay relatively injury free, I think the guy can bring a lot of victories to the table.
How hard is it to know when is when, but also not to end on a negative note? Obviously, the injury 2 years ago, and then last season wasn't a season to remember. It's hard to walk away on that note, right? He wants to still prove that he's Aaron Rodgers.
Absolutely. Everybody that plays professional sports has got a lot of pride, and you want to go out on your terms. That's not always the case, but Aaron still has the potential to lead a team to the Super Bowl. Will he? I don't know. But that's, he wants to go out on a winning note. I don't think that necessarily means winning the Super Bowl, but that would be nice if they could make a run, in his mind.
That would be if he does go on to win a Super Bowl. That's the one thing that would separate him and you. And I know you're probably going to say he's already separated himself, but that second Super Bowl ring would be something special on his resume.
Oh, absolutely. I was fortunate enough to be on that team in Minnesota. We came close. Uh, the lure of coming back. We're so close. We almost did it. We're going to do it this time, and it wasn't to be. But that was a magical year. I think that's what he's looking for, and if he gets that, again, it doesn't have to be to make it to the Super Bowl or win a Super Bowl, but make a run, a deep run in it. I think that he will be satisfied. But yeah, I mean, the guy is statistically has blown me out of the water.
How about the Packers? Jordan Love and the Packers, they were 11-6 last year.
Yeah.
Good season. That's a tough division. The Bears are getting better. What do you expect from Green Bay this season?
Well, I've had a lot of people ask me about Green Bay and in particular Jordan. I think Jordan is the guy for that team. I think he can play at a high level. He's proven that. I think the most important thing with Jordan is to stay healthy, stay on the field, and uh, the chemistry only comes from playing together, sitting in meetings together, practicing together. And so if he can stay relatively injury free and they play collectively as a team with a sense of urgency. Unlike baseball and basketball, you go three in a row, three losses in a row. That's probably going to spell doom for you. You can go on a 0 for 5 slump in baseball 5 games in a row, and no big deal. You're just in a slump. You can't afford to do that in the National Football League. There's just not enough games. So a sense of urgency and him staying healthy, I think they can make it. They can make a deep run.